Ever thought about starting a YouTube channel? Then you started thinking yourself out of it. Started thinking, well, maybe that's not that great of an idea. Maybe I don't have that many good ideas. Maybe I don't have anything to say that people actually care about. Well, me too. For the longest time, I've been avoiding this topic and have not continued on my YouTube channel. What has actually stopped me from just starting? There's this huge responsibility that comes with actually going for what it is you want. Because from this point on, nobody will tell you what you have to do or where it is you have to go. Everything is on you. Which means every failure, every mistake, but also every success is 100% your responsibility. And that is sometimes even scarier. Knowing that my success, my potential that I know I could reach, it's all on me. Because what does it even mean to be successful? I like my comfortable life, never reaching beyond what is already in my reach. It's like my friend Uncle Ben used to say, with great flower comes great possibility. Or something like that. Not funny. That's a tricky one because there's nothing yet to be afraid of, but not knowing what is next can be scary. I have no idea what kind of videos I want to make. All I know is I like creating, I like making videos, and that's about it. I have no idea who my niece is or where my audience is. It's just so easy to get paralyzed by all these decisions before even starting to record the very first video. How many times have I told myself that I don't care what other people think of me, but and I really don't. But there's this voice inside my head that keeps telling me, oh, shouldn't you be better by now? Oh, isn't it time to stop fooling around and do something serious? It's like a little critic just sitting on my shoulder and whispering that I should have everything figured out by now, which I know, and I hope we can all agree on that, is ridiculous. All these fears just conjure up to this huge obstacle in your way that now you have to overcome. And now imagine that there's actually some physical obstacles, like not having enough space, or not having the right gear, or not being interested in making YouTube videos at all. But I want to show you some stuff that has helped me, and that will probably also help you to get out of this overthinking abyss. You know it, and I know it. Sometimes it's just so hard to get out of your head and into doing. And I think a big portion of that is because we want to do everything perfect. We want to do it the best possible way, right away. And if there's one thing that I've learned in the past couple of years, then it's exactly this. If I want to do something perfect, then I will probably never do it. And especially in the beginning, when you're just learning how to use a camera, when you're recording your first ever videos, you're writing a script for the very first time. In those moments, you will have to accept that you will probably suck in the beginning. And nobody will watch your videos. You will have to be a noob to become a master at some point. You like that one, right? Let me show you something. This is what I had in mind when I first thought of this video idea.
I'm gonna start with YouTube, I swear, don't take it away from me. No!
I wonder what would happen. You had your chance.
I still have potential.
But I don't have the skills yet to edit like this. So if I were to wait until I do, just because I don't want to publish a bad video or something that doesn't look fully finished, then I would have probably never recorded this video or any other video. Even if this video is not as great as it could have been, it still brings me something to now work with, which brings me to my next idea. This part is probably where most people struggle, myself included. That is, what kind of videos do I want to make? Who is it I want to reach? What is it I have to say? What types of videos do I want to make? I 100% understand the pressure of trying to find the one thing and how that can be very paralyzing for a very long time. So I like to remind myself of a very powerful image. Let's imagine you start at a neutral point. With neutral, I mean you're not too far down here, which would be a state where you don't even have the mental space to think about what it is you want to do. Maybe because you party every day, or you don't have a moment for yourself, because you fill every empty space with Netflix and Reels, whatever it might be. If you're there, then that's for another video, because it's hard to do this following step when you're down here. But you're also not really doing much in the other direction. Living with intention, having purpose. You're kind of just in the middle, just existing. But that's actually a great starting point to ask yourself those questions about what it is that you want to do, who you want to become, or what maybe just interests you. So, after you have conjured up this idea of yourself or this potential you, this thing that you think you want, because you might still be wrong about what it is that you want, that's still good because now you actually have something to work with. Now you have a North Star. And then what you can do is taking steps in the direction of your North Star. What is scary about this, especially for overthinkers, is you don't know what is going to be the next step or what is in between you and your North Star. And especially for overthinkers, we want to make the ideal next move, the best, most efficient, the most perfect next move. But let me show you how that looks like. You kind of just start here at the starting point, and then you're like, oh, I want to record this video, but I don't have the mic. Okay. Well, I could record the video now. The weather is not that good. Okay. I could record the video now. No, I don't feel like it. And then you just kind of like circle around yourself over and over again. Okay, now let me show you what it would look like if you just make the next step. You don't know if it's the best next move, but it's kind of an idea. And it is in the direction of your North Star, which for me, for example, would be making this video right now. It's not perfect. It's not the best thing I could have done. Maybe, probably, I don't know. But it is in the direction of the North Star. And then I can take a couple of those steps. I can make another video. I can maybe learn something about editing, and it's all in the direction of the North Star. And then what is so interesting about this is now I have actually something that I can work with, because I have all this experience after trying out to make those first couple steps. I really like the idea of knowing that my North Star is not fixed. I can now ask myself, okay, I did 5, 6, 10 steps towards this idea I have for my North Star. What now? Is it something that I'm actually still interested in? Was it just a first idea, but now I actually realize I'm not that much interested in content creation? Now you actually have some data to think about this question. Then if you decide yes, okay, great, keep going. If you decide no, then you can just adjust your North Star. Maybe I just want to make specific content, or I don't want to be a full-time content creator, so my North Star slightly changes, but it is something that was not possible before, because before I took those 6 steps or 10 steps, I didn't have the information and the experience that I have now. And then I move forward, and I move forward, and I move forward, and even if I were to never hit my North Star, it still gives me something that guides me throughout the whole way. I don't actually need to reach it. It's just a direction. And then so many things happen on the way. Now this last point gets me really excited. Just think about it. YouTube is so different than any other content platform. It's like this huge digital library filled with creativity from all over the world, and it's all searchable. Think about it. When you post a reel on Instagram or TikTok, it's very short-lived. It either blows up quickly or it doesn't, and then it's gone. You swipe it away and you probably never see it again. But YouTube? You could make a video today that only gets a few hundred views initially, which already is a lot if you think about it, and then it slowly builds over time and slowly builds over time. It could suddenly blow up a year from now, because at some point somebody might be looking for exactly what it is that you made a video about. YouTube allows your content to grow and evolve and build over time. And there's always someone out there looking for exactly what it is that you are about to create. Isn't that such a relief? You don't have to go for the instant gratification of Instagram and TikTok, but you can create content for the long run and grow over time. You have the time to find your voice, to discover your style, to perfect your way of editing or writing a script. When I first started making videos, I tried so many different things. But I wasn't fully aware of the freedom I had, because everyone was talking about reach and click rate and watch time, and I was just so focused on chasing those immediate steps. I look at my numbers closely and I feel disappointed, even though my videos were actually gaining more views than is normal for a beginning YouTuber. It was very disappointing. But here's what I realized. Those metrics, niche, click-through rate, watch time, yes, they are important. But when you're just starting out, what truly matters is just making videos, nothing else. You just have to keep making videos. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or you already have a channel but you kind of feel stuck, remember you have the freedom to experiment, to find what works for you, and to let your content grow organically and over time. Because wouldn't it be so annoying to know that you could have done it, that you could have put those videos up there,